Hi guys, this is Des. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about summer blushes. Now these blushes are MAC blushes and they work really well for the summer. I have a matte blush I want to show you and a shimmery blush that I want to show you. And these colors work very, very well for women of color. So I'm going to get started. The first blush I'm going to show you is called Raisin. And Raisin is sort of a brick red, brownish brick red, more brown than red, and it definitely leaves the color of a natural blush on the complexion of a woman of color. If you happen to be very fair and your skin is tan, this color is also still good for you. But I do recommend that when you apply any blushes, and this is for all complexion types, that you apply a little bit first and then you sort of blend it down. And if you like to add more color, then you should do that. But I'm going to start with the Raisin. I'm going to show you how I apply this. Now, these are some of the colors that I use. Sometimes I use my Milani Mineralized blush. That color is Mai Tai, and it has a soft pink shade to it. This is it right here. I'll usually use this in conjunction with the Raisin. I'll just brush the Raisin over top of this to give it a nice, interesting color. But we're not talking about Milani today. We're talking about MAC. So I'm going to show you how to apply this MAC blush. Picking up a little bit. I'm going to use a dual fiber brush today to pick up some of the blush, and I like the dual fiber brush because it applies a little color at a time, so you don't have to worry about blushing on a thick streak of color. So we're going to dab this color in just like this. Just dab it onto your skin and then go back in, and with circular motion you're going to blend out and you're going to blend down. And you can add as much or as little color as you like. I'm going to add a little bit more of that Raisin color. Tap off any excess. If you applied a lot, you can just tap it off. Go back in and blend down. I'm going to do my other side. And I'm going to blend it in. A nice, beautiful, natural looking color is what this gives. Very natural. Now what I usually do to make this color look a little more interesting, I'm just going to wipe off my brush a little bit. And I just take a clean tissue and just gently brush the brush against the tissue so it can just pick up any extra powder that still might be on there. Now again, like I said, to make this a little more interesting, I'll pick up a little bit of, and this color is called Sweetest Cocoa. And Sweetest Cocoa is a bronzy brown, a little bit of gold shimmer. And this is definitely a shimmer product. I wouldn't call it glitter, but it's shimmer. And I want to compare the two colors so that you can see them, and see the difference. This is the Raisin. This is the color I just applied. And this is the Sweetest Cocoa, and this is the shimmery bronzy brown, a little bit of gold. It's a shimmer color, and I'm going to put that on for you guys. I'm going to use that same brush. You don't need different brushes for different types of blushes. You just simply do what I did. You just take your tissue and you just clean your brush off. So I'm going to apply some shimmer color right on top of that Raisin. And this makes your blush look exotic, makes it look interesting. It just adds a lot of interest to your face. And again, these colors along with this brush, or a brush of this type, because you don't have to have this particular brush. Any dual fiber brush will work well with this. And you just apply and then blend out and then blend down to get a nice natural glow. I'm going to do the other side. Tapping in some of that Sweetest Cocoa, just to add a bit of shimmer just above your cheek. And it actually looks like that I got a little bit of a tan, and then a little bit of shimmer has been applied to the tan. So if you wanted to use this to these two colors to make your skin look tan, you definitely could do that. I would just be careful about how much you use and where you use it. You don't want to use this all over your face. It won't look natural. Just use this on the parts of your face that the sun would normally tan, which would be your cheek, maybe your nose area, and just a little bit at the forehead, and maybe your chin. But don't go crazy with the blushes, guys. You want your look to be natural, so I recommend that you reserve the color to your cheek area until you keep practicing, and with where you want to apply it and how you want to look after your look is finished. So I do recommend that. Another blush that you can use to add contour and shape or definition to your face, and this one I like to use, this is called Blunt, and you can compare the two colors. Blunt is very brown and matte, and the Raisin is reddish, like a reddish brick color. Again, I said a reddish brown brick color, and this is definitely your color. And if you wanted to contour and create definition in your face, you definitely can use the Blunt for that. And I'm going to just put a little bit of Blunt right along this area here, just to give my face a little bit more of a shape, my cheek a little bit more of a definition. And I'm going to use the angled blush brush. And again, guys, you don't have to use this particular brush. You can use any brush. I like the angled shape brush because it helps create shape and definition when you want to contour. So if you want, you can look for a brush that has this shape, and it'll work exactly the same. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of the Blunt, and I'm going to shake off any excess because we want to give a soft highlighted, we want to give a soft contour look to the face. And again, to find your perfect contoured shape, all you have to do is either make that famous fish face, or you can just gently smile and find your cheekbone. And as you can see, this color along with this angled brush has found my cheekbone. And just add a little. And don't forget, if you have too much on your brush, just brush it off onto a clean tissue. Go back in, blend up, and then blend down. Soften it out, and make sure your look is very soft. Just like that, guys. And keep experimenting with your look until you decide, which look is best for you. It doesn't have to be the look that I'm doing for you today. It could be anything. It could be any look. If you want to highlight your forehead or your upper cheeks, if you want to highlight your nose area, your bridge of your nose, you can certainly do that. That's completely up to you. Everyone gets a little tan and bronze, not always in the same place. So experiment with your look. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions, just leave them below. You know where to leave them. And you take care and you be well. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye now.
I know you got the flair. Tell me where you buy from, cause I love your hair. No, oh, yo, don't stop there. Give me all the beauty tips, show me the skincare. Show me how you squeeze, maybe it look classy, makeup so sassy, make it look so easy. Desi 1016, the former model queen, bet your walk is mean. Friend in my head, build my self-esteem. Desi, Libra soul.